Hello and welcome everybody. I'm one proud Bavarian and today we are back as Jack the Sparrow. Or of the House Sparrow, I guess, whatever. The ill ruler of Tortuga. Now, people don't really like us, mostly because we're cruel and aggressive. Jack Sparrow, so I assume that it would be you that inherits the second title that we just got, which is the Family Islands, which is fine. So people don't like us, but I think that's just part of being a pirate, right? We're an impaler. We're not a very friendly person, but that's not supposed to be something bad. That's just who we are. We are holding El Gonzalo of Cornwall, and I don't think we would just let him out. I think we wouldn't even... Tell me, how much would I get for you? 70 gold? I don't think that's enough. 110 I would have taken, but... I think we gotta torture him. I think that is what Commodore Jack the Ill Ruler would do. Cruel, arbitrary, impaler. Maybe even kill him, frankly, to send a signal to the enemies in the West Indies. Wait, where is execute? Oh, there it is. Execute imprisoned. I think that is what he would do, yeah. There you go. He just killed El Gonzalo of Cornwall, and his son took over. El Gonzalo, of course. Does everybody name their kids after themselves here? Oh, that's a pretty good one. Alright, so El Gonzalo of Cornwall doesn't feel too great about us, but, you know, I'll put him as a special interest character. Maybe we can make this into a revenge story. Other than that, we're still trapped in our castle. Our wife is still not of age, so we have to wait. That is practically all we can do. And we... No! No! No, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. Secluded with courtiers. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, you know what? I have to open the gates. I have to open the gates. You have sent messages and scouts out in all directions to scour the realm for skilled physicians that would be willing to take up residence in your court, where it should reach us shortly if they manage to find a suitable candidate. Hopefully they will not bring back a quacksalver. Well, we have caught a cough. That's just terrible. Messenger brings you word from Roche. One of the priests residing there is willing to serve as your personal physician. The priest, named Walter, is schooled in formal medicine and has served in several sick houses. Though it appears as if the other priests are happy to see him go, he is renowned for being a tad overzealous and frankly insane. That sounds about right. You gotta spend some sanity in order to become, you know, a proper servant of the brethren gods. So, what's the worst could happen? I'll take her. We've gained fatigue, and I will now seek treatment for our illness. Walter's sure you're developing consumption. He insists that you follow his instructions. Now let's see. Oh, Walter kept you up for late for days, stargazing with him to reconnect with the moon, he said. And I feel better. Thank you, Walter. I think I shall reward this man. I may be arbitrary and angry, but he may have saved my life. Then again, I just gained consumption. Haha. Your court physician Walter has come to see you and offers treatment for your illness. He explains that there are several different types of treatment. I think we do the... Yeah, let's do the experimental treatment. My life is in your hands. Walter made you drink a draught of poppy before strapping you down on his operating table. You almost dozed off while he prepared his instruments, but when he raised the scalpel towards your eye, you felt wide awake. I'm sorry, my lord, but we must remove the root of the problem. Alright, so we're now a true pirate. And we are severely injured. This is going to be tough. Young Feliciana seems to be showing more and more signs of laziness. She should get out and talk more to people. I think laziness is something that Jack can't really abide. You know, that's not how he is. Defensive pact opposing. Right, he just passed away. That's the reason for that. Dixieland is still doing good. Doing well, I suppose. Oh, you awake rejuvenated. After some moments of disbelief, you realize that your fever has passed and your appetite has returned. You have survived consumption. You know what? Maybe he was a pretty good dude. And after all this time, I think it, might be necessary to kind of change the way we look. Actually, you know what? All these beards are terrible. I don't like any of these beards. Young Feliciana seems to be developing a rather devious and manipulative streak. I don't know. I don't see why not. Also, can I have you treated? No. We're gonna see some dead people here, I think. Designated regions. Give me some more commanders. That's the important part. Auto-assign commanders, please. After what seems like forever, the wound from your maiming has completely healed. So now we're scarred, and it's our first scar, which is why we get the Scarred 1 trait. I'm using a scar mod that makes it so that your scars become a bit more influential both on your face and in story. And Carol Theric's doctor, whatever, has become of age, so let's marry her. Hello, Carol. You don't particularly like me. Abandoned the commoners. I mean, it's gonna go away. You'll be fine, Carol. We can collect either money or prestige. I think he'll take money. He's a man that takes money. Consumption is still in our realm. We can't shut the gates though. We open them for the court physician, which I believe was... Oh, there you go. Ooh. Got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Walter, your court physician informs you that Catalina Henris is suffering from the current epidemic. Having a stay with the rest of you inside these walls could put you at risk. Help her in any way you can. You gotta do it, man. I don't know this lady in particular, but still. Young Catalina has finished education and stewardship. I notice with pride that she has attained nothing less than a masterful level of knowledge. Now that is beautiful. Could I theoretically make her into my purser? No, only men. Okay, I understand. Tell me about the laws of this land, by the way. Elective Gavelkind. Elective monarchy could be fun. Honestly, elective monarchy is almost always fun. But I stay with Gavelkind right now because elective makes it too easy to keep all of your belongings to yourself, which I really, really don't like. Elective Gavelkind sounds interesting, but I don't know about it. You need an education focus. Now, of course, that should be struggle. Wait, who are you? Why are you educating him? Oh, because it's your son. Okay. After spending lots of time with a few people, you've been positively surprised by Carol. During this difficult time, you have gotten to know and understand her well. In many ways, she compliments you nicely and you have a good time together. I mean, I would like to be lovers instead, but, you know, friends is a pretty good start. She's also strong, craven, deceitful, lustful, gluttonous. Francis is no longer a boatswain. He died by consumption, or of consumption. Now, consumption maybe a curse brought upon us. He's learned all the basic skills required. Right, Jack. Now let's take a look here. Catalina. Ah, that is the X-Dynasty, right? I remember that. You know what? I mean, she may die, but until then, you should marry her. And she lost consumption. Beautiful. So now we have 2 married Jacks that can further the interests of the dynasty. How do I feel about my brother anyway? Honestly, you know, especially considering that he's a title claimant, he doesn't hate me that much. Oh, now he has gotten consumption. Oh, no. Young Feliciana has finished education in the way of intrigue. I notice with pride that she has attained nothing less than a masterful level of knowledge. That's good. Let me take a look here. I could... It's all just on Tortuga. Captain of... Nah, Marines of... Yeah, Feliciana seems to be always willing to share. The young willers they are. Or she should get out more and talk to people. Nah, you should do what you want to do, Feliciana. You're a free lady. And you may do whatever pleases you. But I'm kind of confused. Are there no other pirates that have any... Yeah, they're all married, I suppose. That means she has to marry eternally, which means that she has to marry matrilineally. So that we benefit from it one way or another. Does she have a lover? She has a friend, but that's a half-sister. She can't marry that one. That's not allowed. Why do you hate me? You know, it may sound cruel, but 16-year-old Feliciana Sparrow will have to marry Clarence. Because he's one of our, you know, commanders, doesn't have a kid, and he needs some repayment for his service. And I do think that at these times, you know, that is a valid repayment right there. Young Jack has finished his education on the ways of war. I notice with pride that he has attained nothing more than a masterful level of knowledge. A brilliant strategist. Now that is great. He already has a beard as though he's 40, but you know. Are you an Americanist? Oh yeah, she is. I'm not Americanist. Are you crazy? Iseline, pilot of Arima. Now that would actually be kind of nice, huh? I think we're gonna marry him off. Where is she? Yeah, there you are. Yeah, I think that's fine. We're gonna marry him off to her. Wait, you're also of age? Oh, you're also already married. What about you? You're not married yet. Why have I not... Oh, wait, you're Henris. Oh, wait. Am I marrying off somebody that isn't of my family? I think so. Who's this? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong tab. God damn it. Oh, no, he actually... when did he die? 2 years ago. Did I notice that? I don't think I did. Ah, poor Jack. Well, Jack. Anyway, you are still alive, and we shall look towards the living. So I will marry you off to Pilot Iseline of Arima. May you have many, many kids of our dynasty. You are already pregnant. Oh, no. Oh, what did I do? I made a mistake. I accept your suggestion. You know, I didn't know that as Jack Sparrow. I didn't know that. I don't know that they have an affair. They have to do that amongst themselves. They don't even have a ballad Casus Belli. Oh, you are all on your own, aren't you? The fate of the old world. At court, several of your subjects are engaged in a heated debate about the nature of the calamity that led the old world to ruin. Many of the historical records have been lost, but that doesn't stop them from speculating. Filbert, Commodore Carroll, and Marion all have their own perspectives. In some areas they agree on the broad strokes, but there are still numerous disputes about the details. As Commodore, perhaps you could settle the disagreement about the fate that befell the people of the old world. I agree with Filbert, who says servants of the Lord cast down the wicked kings of the old world, smashing their decadent contraptions. I agree with Commodore Carroll, who says their decadence allowed the hangman into their hearts, bringing the world to ruin. I agree with Marion, who says the dead and damned walked the earth, killing and consuming the flesh of the living. Now, Marion is one of the people that originally were married to Jack, yes. He only got one kid though, and it's Feliciana, who I actually haven't married off, huh? How to do that then? Oh, look at that. This is what I meant. Now there's a lot more people here willing to marry, and I think I want to marry off matrilineally to Willem, Captain of Bonaire. Sure, sounds about right. None of that convincing. I think, you know, my wife is my best friend. I gotta have her back. Filbert, who are you even? Why? Who are you? Who's Filbert Jagan Rosenberg? How did he get here? He's a claim. I wish it told you when somebody has a claim, you know? That would be beautiful. New Amsterdam, so he came from down here. Are they Jewish? I don't think they're Jewish. He must have been a pretty... Damn, that's pretty unique. Too bad he lost his post. I think they let the hangman into their hearts, bring the world to ruin. Well, wife, I love you too. Alright, this patrol has been accepted. I think this is a good choice. Yeah, this definitely, absolutely is a good choice. Is the sickness gone? It is. So let's open the gates, go out. Let's gather the troops. And let's do what we do best. Let's go get him. Gather up right here in Tortuga. And then we shall proceed to punish those that have wronged us. Oh no. Almost. There you go. Right, it's time to raid. Oh, look at that. Cuba is at war here. Ooh, the West Indies are being sieged. Who's sieging you, huh? Attacking Jamaican, West Indian, Jamaican vassalization war. I see. So he's gonna subdue the former emperor, if I do say so myself, because we know he was an emperor of the Caribbean Empire, and he's actually gonna rip that out of his heart and completely crush him, huh? There's not much loot to be had over here, but there is a lot of loot to be had over here, but we can't actually siege it. Let's just siege this. Maybe we can take some prisoners. I think that should be the immediate goal. Oh, we can't even... Right, I forgot. We can't even properly siege this. Too bad. You know what? Maybe we should go on a longer journey. Because the journeys of Jack II of House Sparrow should be longer, greater, and more successful than those of his father. Such is the will of our dear leader. Ah, you're not prepared for what I'm doing to you, buddy. If they come back, I have to run. I'm gonna keep my eye on this. We're gonna assault this, actually. A daughter was born to Clarence Sandiford and Feliciana Sparrow named Paula. Hello, Paula. See, the commander did get a kid. My niece, Paula. You shall be educated in struggle. You're the only child, so you have to be commander on your own. But you will actually be named after your mother, which is Feliciana. Of course. How could I not have known? So we siege this down, which is nice. Honestly, let's assault again. And now we can't do this because I'm a moron, because I assaulted twice. You know what? Fair enough. We looted a lot of money there. Did we capture anybody? We did not. We do have Michaela still in prison, and I'm leaving. Goodbye. And we can marry off Feliciana to Captain Willem of Bonaire, and we shall do that. There's a hurricane in Palm Beach. Well, get completely wasted. Wow, this is already everything that we can carry in our boats. So let's head back. Young Feliciana has finished his... Oh. It appears that I may have named this man Feliciana. Well... Well, I mean, you know, what can you do? Alexa? That's so sad. Alexa played Despacito. Oh man, okay, so... Alright, so I'm sorry, he's a frail, scholarly theologian. I'm gonna... That's terrible. Oh, she's a cult of El Dorado, huh? That's interesting. Show me your character profile. Oh, where's the lady? God damn it. I hate it when it does that. Well, my dear Feliciana. You shall marry somebody. But you shall marry a brethren. I don't respect anybody else, you hear me? And they shall be fairly young. What about El Rodadero? What's this? Sympathy? No. Gracia Divina. Let's go with Alexa, so that she can play us some Despacito over our naming dispute here. Lieutenant Juan of El Rodadero. Yeah, that's pretty... I like this one. I think this is a good constellation. And more importantly, we have to go home. You know, Jack was a drunkard. Of course he would name one of his sons after the mother. That's just the way Jack works. You would know that if you had known Jack, alright? This wasn't a mistake on my part at all. It all makes sense if you think about it. Ooh, let's go to Santa Fe. Young Feliciana has finished her education in the ways of war. It seems she has learned all the basic skills required. Depressed woman. Captain of Aruba. Nah, I don't think that's a good choice. I think, though, promising her to... Off Roche. Now that's in Tortuga. I remember that. Don't you try to fool me. Heir to the captaincy of Celestune. Oh yeah. Almost. I'm gonna promise you to him. Man, it's nice to have so many people. And that reminds me, we didn't even take any concubines. The son was born to Jack Sparrow and Catalina Henris, named Audley. I think you mean Jack. Speaking of which, we do need to take some additional women, because that is in the spirit of our religion and of our character, I believe. Take concubine. Will you give me Folami? Oh, you would, but she's already 29. You give me somebody. That's the bigger question here. Oh, you're too distant? Damn. That's not that distant. I guess it's a C zones. It just counts those and then says, alright, that's too far. How about you? Will you send me a concubine? Oh, you don't even have any. The Dixies are facing a revolt, but it's a very small one. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna take a look at these pirates down here. A concubine? What? Come on. It's also an ill ruler, so he has to understand that I require a concubine. No? Is my close relative? Oh, I had no idea. Alright, I guess we recruit them from our own courts then. Hey, Aston? Oh, you have nobody at your court. Alright. You know what? We'll take a look here then. Fabiola X. Yes, you shall become my concubine. Who else do we have? Not Marion. I mean, Michaela, you know. Sure. I'll make you my concubine. I have decided to accept your suggestion of the betrothal between Feliciana and Augustus. You are the leader of this one down here, which is also Pirate Island, so I'm more than okay with getting that done. Now that we're over here, let's try to siege this down. Yeah, we can easily siege that down. There's some wealth hidden behind this castle. Not much, but you know, some wealth is better than none, I would argue. I like this song. It's a nice boom 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 boom. Tremoya Henres has grown up to become my concubine. Beautiful. Of course, all the children will be named Carol. I don't even know what Henrik Doctor. I don't know what that. Maybe it was a cultural thing. Wait, that means that, yeah, okay, beautiful. This is good. Get him some kids, will ya? My captain of marines tells me one of my commanders, Filbert, has improved significantly. Filbert. No, Filbert. Beautiful. Don't know who you are, why you're here, but I appreciate you nonetheless. No longer first mate. Pilot Aston has died. And now we have you, Pilot of Roche, who's not that great of a character. But luckily we don't have to bother bringing him into the council at all. So let's go with the best choice, which is still a very terrible choice. Duke John II of Gitmo has usurped the title of Leroy Menley. Gitmo is very, very weak actually. Baracoa is independent, which certainly wasn't that way originally. Maybe that should be our starting point, to make a jump onto Cuba. But then again, I would much rather continue with getting some other islands here. Sheila has been born. She's a wife of Feliciana and Alexa, so of course going to be named after the mother, Alexa. There you go. You're going to be educated in faith. And we have taken every last bit from this province. Beautiful. Hanye has become a direct leader. It's pretty good. Wait, are we leading this by the way? Yes, we are. Beautiful. Could it be any better? I don't think so. How about you? What are you doing, buddy? No, we definitely can't siege that. No chance. It's always a question of what can you actually siege down, you know? Yeah, we, for example, we definitely can't siege that down. Look at New Orleans grow. I don't think they had that at the very start. You know what? Why don't we make an expedition that is larger, that is further away than anything that we have seen before? Yo, it has so many people in there. Wait, what? You just get up here in like a matter of 2 days? Yeah, we can't raid that. Oh, you're already raiding that, huh? Brothels. Oh, you're not just raiding it, you're taking it. Pay tribute. Look at him, that's beautiful. Where do we go here? Oh, this might be good. Yeah, let's go there. We're gonna raid these foreigners. Make them fear the pirates of the Caribbean. Hello everybody, I'm here to raid. Adele has died, my mother-in-law. No. I'm starting to think Catalina might fancy me. Let's take a look here. You know, we are cruel. How do we feel about our heir? It's kind of like... It's like these stats, you know, it's green, but it doesn't mean that much. This is essentially a stat that says, I don't really care about him. I think he'd make a move. It gave a good tumble. Oh. Well, I mean, he's dead now anyway, so I might as well... You know what? Out of consumption. Do we have another... Oh no, I think he just got like... He got it. She had it. She didn't have it anymore. He got it. Right, you know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna set aside one of my concubines. And it's probably gonna be you. Michaela. You should honestly just leave the court. There. Bugger off, will you? And I will take you as my concubine. Because then I have legitimized our potential child, but most certainly will I have legitimized our relationship. So, the next airline is Jack Sparrow, our brother. We already have a son of this Jack Sparrow that will be educated by me. Sign Guardian. That's me, yep. That's a me job. Peace be with you. I accept your suggestion that Michaela and Captain Papito get married. Goodbye, Michaela. I hope to never see you again. Can't believe that I gave her to somebody that isn't of her faith. It's just a brethren. Right, we sieged that down. We may have caught somebody, may not have caught somebody. Didn't catch anybody. You can't make this up. Milton has passed away. You know, unfortunate for him. Doesn't really matter for anybody else. Catalina, come on. Don't kill my half-brother. Gotta stop that. Of course, this game was misdirected. I keep doing this. Right, I think we're up here. Damn it. Oh, we're over here. Right. Right, let's see if we can't capture somebody. Come on, you can do it. I believe in you. Fate smiles upon me. My concubine Catalina is pregnant. I hope there's no jealousy involved in any of this. Nicholas of Roche has been brought up as a fighter, and he shall go on to become a fighter. Looters have completely destroyed the construction of trade post in Mox. Beautiful. We did that. Oh, we got Victoria. Look at you, Victoria. 2 children, actually, huh? Right, it's time to go home. And once we're home, I shall end this episode, and then in the next one, we may look towards more islands to conquer. But for now, I think that this, without a doubt, was the greatest... Oh, we also got Fortune. My wife Carol is also pregnant. Let's go. The greatest plunder and the greatest pillaging that we've ever done. So I think we've overcome our father in that aspect as well, which Commodore Jack II, the ill ruler of Tortuga, certainly appreciates, I can imagine. So I will see you in the next episode. Thank you for tuning in. I think the character of Jack has formed at this point. It's very clear that he has no, hard feelings for anybody except, he does have a friend in his wife and a lover in Catalina. I think the friend relationship is almost more important. I mean, obviously it is, because they like each other far more if they are friends. So this is a much deeper relationship, which I think I can appreciate. But other than that, he doesn't really take advice from anybody. I will see you in the next episode. Thank you for tuning in. Later.